Hello guys, welcome back to Unicorn Wing Tarot. So today our topic is all about your future spouse. Yeah, we're gonna have a look at what his personality is and what kind of work he may have and how you will meet with each other and get along with each other as well. And we'll also have a look at your marriage situation. Yeah, we have lots of things to see today. So I do hope that today's topic can help you with your future spouse choice. And please remember to follow or like for better energy transfer. Okay, so let's now begin with our 4 pies now. And there's 4 readings for you guys today. So you can choose through cards totally depending on your first instinct, or you can choose through these 4 crystals. And I'm going to show you each of the crystals one by one, and then please pick whichever one you feel drawn to the most. If you did feel drawn to more than one crystal today, then just feel free to watch 2 or 3 or more and as many readings as you like. And you can think of them as your potential future spouses because we do have options. Okay, so anyway, let's take a look at the crystals. So the first one is the turquoise oracle. The second one is the citrine oracle. The third one is the lapis lazuli oracle. And finally, we have the Anzurite Oracle. Okay, so as always, take all the time you need to pick. You can pause the video if you need to, and just choose whichever you like. And I'm gonna go ahead and get started with pie 1. So let's see pie 1. Okay, hello guys, welcome to pie 1. So for pie 1, let's first have a look at the card and to see what it is. So it's a King of Wands. Oh, as we can see, as King of Wands is a very ambitious man. He's not the kind of whatever he's man or woman. He just not like the people who has nothing to do. He always have lots of things to do, and he has his target, which is very clear. So generally, he's kind of like the leader in life, and he's very creativity and with passion for the life. And I think he's very independent as well. So in general, it can be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. And now we can have a deep look inside into some more cards to see some detail analyze. Now we can flash the cards to see what we can get, yeah, for this ambitious man. Oh, the first card we got is the Fool. And the Magician for the second card. Three. So we get Chariot. Oh, these 3 cards are really big actually. Whatever his major work or his personalities, they are all major arcana. So I think he's quite ambitious and have lots of things we can see. So this is the first card, the Page of Wands. Okay, so let's have a look at these 4 cards, and we can see this 4 magician, the chaotic, and the 4 wands. He has 4 wands as well. And now let's look at the first card, which also means his personalities. Now we can see the first card is a 4. And the 4 always means the start of the new journey, and it is the first card in tarot as well. So sometimes it's bad, sometimes it's good. But when we take into consideration into this person's personality with this card, you can see that this person may always have some good ideas, new ideas, and he or she will try to make this come true with these goals. So generally, this person is very energetic in daily life, and there always be fairness to various challenges. He has lots of things want to do because this man is like a lion and not a dog or something else. But he may be a little bit lack of life experience. For this person's age, that it may range between 18 to 25, since like he just passed out of the uni and has lots of ideas want to pay out, and he will trust the world with very good good aspects, but this may also bring some problems since the world is not always good. But overall, he is ambitious and he is willing to do lots of things. He has clear targets about his life and is likely to do lots of things that he thinks is worthwhile. And for love, he will also be very single-minded and is willing to devote his all energies into love. So I think it's quite good. So there's another thing I want to mention is that since his personality is quite straightforward and sometimes he may forget to think about something that he need to take attention when he do things straightforward. So this is the time that maybe you need to remind him about something in his work or something in daily life. Yeah, so this is for card 1. Okay, so let's now see the second card. The second card is the Magician, and the fourth and the Magician is like the two biggest cards in the tarot and the series. So I think this is also the sign that this man, the man with the King of Wands, so the whole life for him is really amazing. I can only say with the word amazing. Yeah, he gonna have lots of beautiful experience in his life, and you may also have the experience with him or she together. So yeah, you guys will just have a wonderful life. I think it's quite good. And he's kind of like have diverse work styles and he's very strong. He has very strong creativity ideas in his daily work. His job might related to like designer or what kind of designer or something that is related to creative work. So if we think about the person, we may think of Steve Jobs, and yeah, he created Apple, and he has very strong power to create things, and he can earn lots of wealth as well. And yeah, he's standing in a rise period of work, and yeah, it's related to the four card. Maybe in his work he may meet some problems that some other people interrupt his ideas and like jealous for him, so he may meet some problems, but this is not the big part. Everything is gonna be good for him. Okay, so now we can move on to the third part. The third card is the Chariot card. And if we have a look in detail, this card will show how you meet with each other together. So you'll find out that you may not meet in some normal places, like you didn't meet in workplaces, or like you will meet by introduce of your friends. It's something unusual places. And actually, I think you yourself is always very creative and you always have some new ideas as well. So when you meet with each other, you can have some crushes on mind thinking, and this is what you first attract with each other. And you will find out that your mind, your hobbies are so similar to attract with each other, and finally you guys can meet together. Yeah, I think this is the point. And I can see in the future, your minds will bring you huge energy that can make an impact and make huge wealth, like for you too. And this kind of effect can reach to 1 plus 1 plus bigger than 2. This kind of effectiveness, and yes, it's quite amazing. And you two are so smart, motivative, and you all have clear targets to move on to the future together. So I can see that your first meeting is not like romantic love, but more like blending of wisdom. It's ideas in your mind that attract you to each other, and you may meet even in some business meeting. and then you think, yeah, that man you may find out that man or woman is so creative, like the same as you, and then you be attractive with each other. So this is the key. So now we can have a look at the third card, which is the four card. The four card will show you how your family relationship will go. The family relationship is very harmonious, and between the two families and the extended family, you don't have that much close relationship. And normally you just do go with your partners to somewhere else, and not that much big family activities. Yeah, I think you guys are just enjoyable for two persons' life, and I think it's good as well because this kind of things depends on people's selections. It doesn't mean that you and your family relationship is not good. It's just like you are very, as I said before, you are very independent. And finally, we can have a look at the Three of Swords card. These cards will show how your relationship with your children goes. And I can see that you guys maybe have some trouble to feed childrens. Like you two are not prepared enough. You are not ready for feed children, and maybe this child is really naughty and give you lots of troubles because you two are very independent and you can enjoy the things for yourselves, and you never think it's like you never think about baby before and you haven't prepared to have a baby. So this kind of things may happen between your relationship, and when you have a baby you may need time to get used to this kind of situation and gradually learn how to teach your child. So this is kind of step by step process, but don't need to worry too much about that. Cause for Three of Swords, after you get trouble, you can overreach the trouble and then have some new words. So this kind of things will be passed out. So no need to worry about that. Everything will go on and it's really good. Yeah. So next, we can have a look to see what this guy's sign may be like. Let's do a throw and see what we can get. So let me take a look. So we got Sagittarius and Taurus. It's interesting because before we already saw Sagittarius as well. So I think it's more probably related to fire elements, and Sagittarius may very possible for this guy, whatever man or woman. Yeah, I will just leave these results here. And next, I may need to have a look to see if this person already show in your life or not. Like normal, I will also shuffle the cards and then we can have a look. So the first card we get is a snake. So the second card we get is a mountain. So the third card, I like to move the King of Wands in the middle, and the third card is a stork. For the fourth card, we get a bird. And finally, we have coffee. So again, we have snake, mountain, stork, birds, and coffee. So your meeting, as I said just now, it's like you have more business material contents inside and you have lots of things to communicate together. But since like the things for newborn is already happened, but it's like he may already show up in your life, but not in that close relationship now. And I can see that for birds, it means like new stars, and also for storks, it means newborn. So yeah, something new relationship may happen, but before that, since like coffee means some that not death, but some danger. Yeah, and for mountain, you mean you have challenge as well. So if you guys want to move forward, like to further relationship, you may need to face some challenge, and you need to overhead this challenge and like have more new relationship together. But overall, you will have a good relationship. And since like he may already show up on your life, yeah, that's like what I said just now. But this relationship is not really close. You still like maybe business friends or something else. This is something that you need to move forward to catch this chance to meet your future spouse. So now we can have another new cards to see. Is there any hints for you guys during your relationship? And then, yeah, we can have a look. So the first one we got is a problem you may meet is the Eight of Pentacles and the Stars. So let's see what the solution we get. Nine of Swords and Seven of Swords. So let's first look at the Eight of Pentacles, and if we look into the whole path, it itself is not a good, it's not a bad card, but I think in this whole card, it may mean that for both of you, you pay too much attention to work, and that you like ignore your partner, so that some problems may happen, and then you have some bad feelings about that, and you feel like you are be ignored by your partners. And actually this kind of situation is also shown on the star card. It shows that you feel lonely because of this situation that mentioned on Eight of Pentacles. But actually, you don't really need to worry about this kind of situation, since both of you really pay attention to your work. But that doesn't mean that both of you ignored your partners. So like the swords and the Seven of Wands also mentioned that for you guys, you need to balance your work and your emotion to your partners. You need to remember that besides the work, you have to pay some attention to your partners to see his or her feelings, and like yeah, balance all these things. So I think that in general, there's not that much trouble that you will face. The only thing you need to pay more attention is that just focus on the balance of work and life, and then everything will be okay. So next, like in the final, we can take two more cards to see. Is there any advice from the T Oracle cards for you? So for take out, we take two, one, two. So the first card said that for elderflower tea, take four numbers of elder blossom and place in a pot with 4 cups of boiled water. Steep for 10 minutes. Add some honey if you need some sweetness. So the overall thing it asks you to do is that just take time to wait, and then you can get good things. And also the pepper tea is also said that wait for 5 minutes. And balance, yeah, balance is something that you must take attention to it, because once you can balance your work and your love, then everything will be okay. So I think the most important is that you just like what I always mentioned just now is to keep balance with your work and your love, and then your life will be very good and no worries for everything. So now we can have a final look at for the last card. We have big oracle cards, and we'll have a look to see what card you get for this big card. Let's see what we get. Oh, the Tree of Illumination. Truth, revelation, and understanding. So I think what this class is trying to tell us is that you need to understand about the things that is happening and trust your partners. Even sometimes when you have troubles and that you maybe is because you mistake him or she, not because the problem is actually happen. So just calm down. And when things is not as what you thought, don't be too emotional. Just solve the things and talk to your future spouse, and then things maybe gonna be solved very easily. Yeah. So yeah. So that was all for today's reading for part one. I hope you enjoy the reading today, and I hope I can this reading do help you for your future spouse. Thank you. See you next time. Okay, welcome back to Unicorn Tarot, and this is part two. So let's first look at the cards. What we have for the first card, Nine of Wands. So Nine of Wands always means that this person is very tactful and he know what he wants to do, and he can face lots of difficulties and solve the difficulties. And he is very insistent. And when he faces difficulty, he will not be afraid. He's very brave. So I think, yeah, this man kind of already have some experience in work life or in life. So he's not that young, maybe over 20, even over 25. So this is overall we can see from this card. And now we can have fun, have some deeper analyze with more cards to show. So if we shuffle it, we can see first one, second one. Let me put this here. Third one. And last one. This one is beautiful. So now we can have a look at these four cards. And the first card we're gonna have a look is the Hangman. The Hangman will show his personality. So we can see for this person is a person like who is really kind and brave and is willing to serve for people even for free. Like he has lots of things he wants to do, and he is willing to help people that need his help. and this guy may be like what I just said now. He may be over 25 and maybe range 25 to 30. And yeah, I think this person's personality is quite good. He's brave enough to do all the things he's willing to do. Like some people, when they face challenge, they will be scared, but he will not. Like the knife once said, yeah, will have strong power and maybe strong body as well. Cause if he don't have the strong body, he will not have this all kind of things to do. So the second card is Edge of Swords. So for these cards, we will see his work now. We can see he's something that now he maybe something gets stuck. It's because during his work, maybe as I said before, he's willing to do all this, lots of things for people, but not all people are good. And in workplace, if you always like say, yeah, I can help you do that, I can help you do all the things you ask me to do, but all the things not all things are not always good, then that's a problem he will face during his work. But I think this is not the big problem. If the only thing he need to take consideration is that if these things is really what needed for him to help, yeah. So this is the thing he need to take care for. Just like focus on the things that ought to be do, not all the things like he just have to do selection of which things is actually he need to do and other things that he not. And then we can have a look at the Emperor card. So the Emperor card will show how you meet with each other for the first time. Since like you guys will meet under the introduction of your parents or something else. So your statement, your situation for your first meet is not like you have romantic meeting, but it's more under your introduction of your family. So this meeting is more like some kind of, yeah, your parents may told you that you are now at the age and you may need to have you may need to find some partners to get married, so then you have the situation to meet with each other. Yeah, this is the thing that may happen between you and your future spouse. But I don't think this is bad, because I can still see that even though you meet with each other from this kind of situation, you still be attractive with each other. But because of this guy's like brave and this guy's kindness to other people, yeah, I think it's kind of a good thing for you guys. And the last card is the Empress card, and this one shows how you get along with each other, like after you meet, and then how you get along with each other during your like love time. So I think for this card, I can see that you guys both are very independent. Like in your love, it's not like fire, like I only care for you and I don't care for anything else anymore. It's not like that. It's more like that. It's more like that. I talk to you about my situation and you talk to me about your situation. Yeah, if we connect with the Emperor card, we can see that for this situation, your guys like get along is more more adults way, and like you will talk about how much money you will pay for the marriage, and everything is like have agreements with each other. Yeah. It's kind of a little bit like when you already on this age and then you do these things. It may sound a bit not that romantic, but this is what I see. And but for you guys, your personalities is not bad between you two. So overall, it's really good, and I don't think it's really bad for you. So yeah, the overall thing is okay, and you guys get along is just like more like friends, actually, more like friends who have your space, your personal individual space with your friends, and he has his friends. Yeah, you have your own space. And now we can have some deeper look insight into your marriage situation. So the thing I will take 4 cards to see what your marriage situation will be like after you get married. So for the first card, we got Three of Swords. For the second card, we got Knave of Wands. The third card, Queen of Wands. This is interesting. So for the last card, we got the High Priestess. Okay, so now let's have a look deep inside for these 4 cards. So the first card is Three of Swords to see the division of your labor after you get married. Actually, it's sadly to see the Three of Swords here. As you can see, there's 3 swords cut into the heart. So I can see that for both of you, once after you get into marriage, maybe you are all very strong-willed and don't know what to do to balance the division, and you may need more time to get used to the marriage situation. But I think it's fine once you get used to the marriage situation, like the change of from lover to family, then everything will be okay. Now let's move on to the second card, which is the Knave of Wands, to show your income situations after you get married. So after you get married, I think probably it's the woman who take control of the money and do some money arrangement for the whole family after and as it shows on Knight of Wands, and it always shows like challenge and passion. So maybe into both of you, there's one person who want to get some who has the chance to get some new challenge and earn more money, but this also means that some revenue risk for your whole family. So it says one person takes the challenge and another person take into control of the wealth. So I think it's quite good for you to be together, to have the family, because you know how to take control of the money, and you know who can take in charge of what kind of position. So everything is under control and it's very good. And then we can have a look at the third card as the Queen of Wands. So Queen of Wands means how your big family will be look like with your parents and his or her parents. As I said before, since your marriage and your meeting is under introduction, maybe under introduction by your parents. So since the most fun benefactor comes from the elders, so you guys have a very big, nice, kind big family, and yes, you normally have some activities at weekends, maybe with your parents and some other elders, maybe grandparents or something. So this is a huge family, and you guys have enjoyable life just within this huge family. Yeah, but that doesn't mean that you are really independent. So you guys are really independent actually, because you earn money yourself and you have your own small family. Just because you enjoy the feeling of big families, and you are willing to pay time for spending with your grandparents and parents. So I think it's quite good. And now we can have a look at the fourth card, which is a High Priestess. And this card is means for how you feed your children and how is this going with your baby. Yeah, I can see that for your family, for you and your future spouse, you are willing to have a baby and you like to give the baby with elite education. It gives me a feeling that why you marriage is because you want a family and you want a family just like maybe like your parents. I think maybe you have a very happy family and your parents have good emotions with you, good educations with you. So you want to have a good education for your child, and your future spouse want to have a good education for your child as well. So everything is like on the plan, whatever your marriage, your children, or something else. But this doesn't mean that this is not happy. Everything is under happy feelings, and you are willing to do all these things, like the income, like the money you make. You are willing to like put lots of effort into the child to make he become a not actually not like make it become something, just but like make he have the ability to choose what he want to do in the future. Yeah, so I think this is really good. And now I want to have a look to see what signs we can have for these piles. Let's see. So the first one we get is Aquarius, and the second one we got is a Capricorn. I think it's more like signs to air signs and earth signs. They're all possible, maybe more to earth signs. Now let's have some more cards to see how you meet and have you met, like have this person show up in your life. Let's see.
Let's see. One. Oh, dog. And two. We have both. Three. Marriage. See, we have the marriage card again. And let me just put it here. Four. Oh, this card come out again. Five.
So the first one is a dog, and the overall cards are dog, boat, ring, book, and letter. And what is funny is that like ring and letter and book, they are connected together. But and dog and boat always means that that means good things, and I can see that you have loyalty together, and you may have some trouble, but this trouble is not like danger. It's like uh, go to some happiness places, and for ring you have loyalty. Yeah, again with loyalty. And I think everything is signed me is told me that this person may already appear, and you are now in a kind of stage like is considered marriage. Yeah, probably. And even though if he isn't showing up, then I think the time he gonna show up is very soon, and you gonna make some contract with each other. Yeah, you guys will have secret with each other, and uh, finally go to the marriage states. Because for book means you guys have secrets together, and for letter you have some intentions to do things together. Yeah, everything is telling me that this person is already showing up and may affect your life for great secrets. I don't know what kind of secrets it is, but it's really important for both of you. And you guys will go to marriage because of this kind of secrets. And you do have the single. So the the situation is not bad and it's good, very useful for you. So just follow your heart and move on. And I think finally you will get the thing you want. Yeah, so generally, I think this guy is showing up or even not showing up. He's already standing a important position in your life. And now I'm gonna put these two cards aside for some hint cards to see is there any hints and any challenges you may meet and need to take into consideration.
是什么？ Here we go.
So let's see the four cards we get. For the challenge cards, we get the Hangman and the Two of Swords. And for the answer card, we got the Justice and the Judgment. So for Hangman, what I was thinking is that, as I said at the beginning, for this person, he is very willing to do things for other people. So this may be the problem that exists in between you two as well. So what I said is that maybe during your life, there's someone who do more to another person. Like one always do things to another person, and another person didn't give back the same feelings to that person, then things gonna happen. So that's the problem gonna happen. So this is not good. And if we also look at the Two of Swords, it's like two swords fighting together. So it's like you are not in a peaceful motion and then you have arguments with each other. It's easy to think that if someone always do lots of things to another person, then he will feel unfair. Then that things happen. So that's why justice and judgment come. That's why justice and judgment appear in this card. So it always shows that during your daily life, you need to do things like equal. You can't always just ask him to give because he's willing to give, but don't give something back. So now let's move on to see the T card, and let's see what we get from the T hint.
This one?
So what we get is apple and ginger tea and raspberry, blueberry and cinnamon tea. So we can see the two main keys for these cards are refreshing and balancing. So for balancing, as what I said before, cause your future spouse is a person who is willing to do lots of things to his or her lovers. So you need to control the balance. That don't ask him or her do too much, and you don't pay for the emotion back. This is not good. And for refreshing, I think it's okay. You just need to. It's easy. You just keep your emotion and don't be too angry at some time, and just try to solve things easy. So finally, we can have another new card for the final hint. So finally, we got the liminal dance, and perhaps for this course, in some aspect of your life, you need to handle things or relationships with more delicacy and emphasis. And I think it's also a reminder for you to pay attention to the easily overlooked details, as it might have a profound impact on your life. And try to learn cherish the moments and keep your heart open when facing challenges. And for instance, when you dealing with conflicts and try not to escalate them through arguments with your future spouse. So in general, I think it's about maintaining a calm attitude with things when things happens and smiling through everyday life through at you, and I think then your relationship will through beautifully. And don't worry too much about things may happen, just keep calm and move forward with your super spouse, then you will have a happy life forever. So that's all for part 2. Hope you enjoy the analysis today and hope my tarot will help you with your choice of future spouse as well. If I can give you some help, I will be happy. So thank you so much and see you next time. Welcome back, Unicorn family. So this is part 3. So let's first have a look at the first card we got. The Magician. So the Magician is kind of an interesting card and it's really big card as well. So for this kind of person, he or she is also always really independent and confident, and he or she, this person is full of creativity and he has lots of skills, and yeah, he's a powerful man that can control lots of things. So I think overall he is a really good man, but sometimes this person may be a little bit stubborn because he has his mind, and normally people it's really hard to change his mind, but overall it's good. And we can have a look deep inside into some details. Let's shuffle the cards. So let's now have a look to see what we got for the pie 3 for his personality and work. The first one, 5 of Wands. And second one, Page of Swords. And let's see the third. The third one, the 5 of Pentacles. And the last one, Ace of Wands. So we can have detail, and let's move the card to here. Okay, so the first card, his personality is 5 of Wands. If you have a look at these cards, you can feel that it's like someone is fighting with somebody else. So it means that this person may have lots of ideas, and sometimes he can't decide which one to do. So he's like a sensitive and thoughtful person and is a little bit hesitant at some times. But once he decides what to do, he will put all the effort into it. So it is not a big problem. It's just like you need to give him time to decide what to do. And yeah, it depends on whether they can think about the things they need to do clearly. And for you guys too, when you be together, I think the two of you might not have some similar hobbies or like same ideas, but that doesn't affect you to be together. You are be attractive because of different kind of personalities. And in daily life, maybe you have different social circles and different friends. Like in daytime, in daily time, and you will go out and then make your own friends and have your own social circles. But when you go home, when you go back to the nighttime, you will be together again. So yeah, everything is arranged, is well organized, and is just like different kind of get along styles compared to other people. And I think you and he are all people who need independent space. So I think this kind of get along relationship is really good for you too. So now we can have a look for his work situations. It's a page of swords, and we can see that for his work situations is actually quite good, and in a situation that is moving forward for further steps, maybe like since he's magician, and I think his work might really related to creative and design things, this kind of work, and nobody can stop him from his work. But the things that get problem is that since he has lots of things to think about, he has lots of ideas. The thing that gets stuck for himself is that he can't decide which one to go for his idea. This is a problem he may meet during his work, and I think for this kind of situation, is you like you that can help your future spouse to pass through these difficulties and let him have some time to think about which way to go. And overall, his work is really good. And now we can have a look into the third card for the Five of Pentacles to see how you get along with each other. For this card, I think it's quite interesting because before I already just said that for he may have some difficulties in making decisions and always have some maybe always gets dark. And for you two, you didn't meet in some normal conditions like you meet in activities and some like work stuff. None of these things. It's like you meet in under conditions that someone, you or he or she, like one of you is in very poor condition or both of you are in very poor condition. This poor is not only about wealth but also about spirit. Just under this kind of condition, you meet with each other, and your minds or your wills, like one people help another people, and then you gradually be attractive with each other, and then then you may think, oh yeah, this person is really good. I want to like make he or him my girlfriend or boyfriend. So this is how you meet with each other for the first time. So this is I think this kind of experience is also very memorable and can be remembered for the whole life. So it's quite like romantic meeting, even though it's really poor, but it's also very unforgettable. So yeah, I think your experience is really unique, and I think it will be very nice for you guys to remember. Yeah, everything is really good. And now we can have a look at the fourth card about the Ace of Wands. So this card will show how you get along with each other after you meet. So as we can see for the Wands, it means that for one of you, there may be one person in the dominant places and another person will help him. So one person help another person, and then you move on together for further steps for the better futures. And since you met, you didn't really have that much arguments that your mind and your ideas are really similar, and your personalities are very suitable for each other. So no arguments, and every talk, like communication, is in peace. So you just move forward with your romantic memory. So everything, yeah, everything is so great for this pile. And I think you just need to, if you haven't met this future spouse, you just need to take time to wait for this person to come out, and then you can get along with each other and then move forward to the marriage. Yeah, I think everything is brilliant. And there's only one thing that I have to mention is the thing I mentioned just now, is that your future spouse like always have so many ideas, and this is not only in work but also in life, and some ideas is not, it's not real. I mean, it's really hard to make it come true to life. So you need to remind him about this kind of things and make sure that you are moving to the right way. Okay, so then we can have a look at your marriage situation. So let's shuffle the cards. First one, Five of Wands. And the Emperor for the second one. The third one, Queen of Chalice. And finally, Hermit. Oh, I really like this card. So now we can first look at the first card, the Eight of Wands. These cards will show how your how your division of labor will be after you get married. So for Eight of Wands, if I see how your division of labor is, I can see that for your division of labor is like equal. It doesn't mean that for like you decide what women do, what men do. It's like you do all the things together, and your end is for like balance and equal. Like we do half and half. So you have this kind of mind, so you don't have that much you don't have that much problem from this part of aspect. And you always have lots of good communications when things happen. So I think your division of labor is just brilliant, and no need to worry too much about that. And then we can have a look at the second card for the Emperor for your income control. So the Emperor always means that the control is under the man's hand, but this control is not bad. This control will bring great wealth to your family. So I think for your income control, maybe it's a man who controls the money, but he will do lots of great like income arrangements, and maybe he will also do some investments since he's really creative and he'll have lots of ideas to know how to earn money. So he just do this decision and make more wealth. But one thing you need to think about is the thing I mentioned before, since he has lots of ideas, and this needs another person's help to help the magician decide which one is the best way to do, like which idea is really actually more suitable for you guys, not the bad idea that lead to wrong decisions. So in general, your income control is really good and can bring you great wealth. And yeah, no need to worry too much about that kind of things. The only thing you need to worry is about the way you choose to make money and to arrange money. So this is the thing you need to take care of for your family and your wealth. So now we can have a look at the third card, which is the Queen of Chalices. This one shows your big family situation, like how your family environment with your family and his or her family. So I can see that your family is really in a nice and warm environment, and it's like Christmas and something else festivals. You always like gather together and to enjoy the holidays, and you guys always have enjoy for life with a big family. So I think you guys, yeah, do have a great environment for this kind of family environment. You are not independent. You always go back to home to see elders, and you have some, yeah, the elders will always give you some food, and maybe even you will stay like inside the same house together. Yeah, these are all possible. But it's not bad things. You guys, I enjoy everything like from the big family. And then it's a hermit card that which shows how you're going along with your baby. So I can see that this baby is really smart, and he or she is really independent. So I think this maybe depends on your personality as well, because you are independent, so your children is independent as well. And I can see in the way you teach your children is not quite hard things for you guys, and so you can teach them very good. So that's why your baby is really smart and can have good education as well. So no need to worry about too much about baby care. And I think these children will bring back to you lots of wealth as well after they grow up, since they have a good, like, nice and warm family environment. So they really love you and will give back to you all the good things as well. So yeah, this baby is really nice for you guys, and I think this is quite brilliant and cool. So next, I'd like to see how you were met, and like, have you met? So let's shuffle the cards. So let's see what we got. So for the first one, we got size, and the second one we got lilies. The third one we got marriage, ring, and stork. And for the final one, we have the cross. Okay, so for these four cards, I think I can see that this person may not have shown up, but he or she may well show up soon. And this show up will bring great changes to your life now, since and this change may not be bad, but it will consist of some challenge and danger, and you have to think about this danger and decide whether you will take the danger or not. Yeah, it sounds like a bit dramatic, but actually this may happen in your life in the future, and you will face lots of big challenges. And I think these challenges may happen due to his or her appearance. So this kind of like double sided situations, and you need to decide which way you think is more suitable for you. But it's not always bad, since your future spouse will help you face this challenge as well. So I think it's kind of like, if you guys meet together, there may be some challenges that you will face together. It's maybe because your parents don't like him or she as the first time. Yeah, this kind of situation may happen and you can overhead it. This is not big problem. And finally you will make contract and yeah, then you will go get marriage. Yeah, I think yeah, all the problems you will face together and then overcome it. So it's not big problem. Just one thing that you have to have the preparation to face this challenge and you need to be brave enough to overcome this challenge. And I trust that you can do that. So no problem at all. No need to worry. And now we can get some hints cards to see is there any challenges we didn't mention and to see what recommendations the universe will give to us. So for the challenges, the 9 of Cups and the 8 of Swords. And we get Ace of Swords and let's see what? 5 of Pentacles as recommendations. So now we can first look at the 9 of Cups and the 8 of Swords. As I can see from these two cards, sometimes that in your mind you are not satisfied with the situation now and you always think about something that is not real and I take some examples that you are rich now, but you want more money. You are not satisfied with your life now, and you make this pressure into your future spouse. That may make problem happens. So this is why 8 of Swords haven't like come out as well. So you make yourself get stuck into the ideas, and I think sometimes is related to the cards I mentioned before as well. Like maybe it's you, maybe it's your future spouse. Your ideas are get stuck and you can't move forward for further steps. So that's why the things happens. And if we look at the solutions for the King of Swords and the Five of Pentacles, you will know that the most important thing you need to do is move forward. Don't think about too much about ideas or think about too much that you are not satisfied with the things now. You just move on with your movement and just take it easy and don't like always feel jealous or something else for your current life. And also 5 of Pentacles, like what I said just now, for the second card we see before, and if your future spouse is get stuck for his work and he's not in a good situation and he can't move forward, then you need to be patient enough to help him to pass through this step, not like be angry and always like have arguments with him instead. This is not good. The only good thing is that you move forward together and you pass through the problems and then make new life together. So this is the things. If you can do that, and if your future spouse can do that as well, then you will have no problems at all and you will move on forward for new life and be rich and get lots of wealth. No problem at all. As long as you do these things as I said. Okay, now so we can have some more tickets to see is there any suggestions we can have for you.
Susie. Is clean.
So now we can see for these two cards, it's mentioned about soothing and cleansing. As the cleansing said, I said it's similar to the things I said just now. You just clean up your mind and don't think too much about the things for your daily life. Otherwise, problem may happen. And for soothing, it's like just keep calm and have a stable emotion, and then things will be okay. So now we will do the last hint for the big tarot. Okay, so the last card we got is Oracle. It's interesting. Oracle card. Scared living spirit speaking intervention. So I think in your daily life, you just need to follow your heart. And when things happens, you have to follow your heart and don't think too much. Just do what you want to do and trust the things that the universe want to tell you so that you can do things better with your life, and then everything will be okay. Things will be go on with great adventure and finally have good life and happiness. Yeah. So this all for pie 3. Hope you think this reading is useful and see you next time. Hello guys, welcome back to Unicorn Wind Tarot. This is pie 4. So now let's have a look at the first card we got for pie 4. So we get the High Priestess for pie 4. So for this card, I think this person has a thinking of woman. And if it's for man, I didn't mean that his personality is very feminine, but his thoughts are as delicate as that of woman. Yeah, he's really thoughtful and he may be easily understand what girls are thinking. And yeah, so in whatever in his work or in his daily lives, he's more careful and have more thoughts compared to the normal boys. So I can take an example for some special activities, not activity actually. So for some holidays, if you guys are together and then for all the holidays, he will not and will remember every memory days for you and prepare lots of presents and surprise for you. Yeah, so this is the kind of boy will have for this pile 4. Yeah, it's not usual and I think it's really good for this kind of boy to be your future spouse. And let's now take some more cards to see some detailed information. The first one is 7 of Cups. The second one, the 4 of Wands. Page of Swans. Actually, this card is already shown lots of times at pie 3 and pie 2 as well. So finally, we got the 9 of Wands. Okay, so with this 4 cards, we'll look at his personality with 7 of Cups, and we'll look at the work situation for him with the second card, the 4 of Wands. And also, we'll have a look at how you meet with each other with the Page of Swords. And finally, with the 9 of Wands, we'll have a look at how you get along with each other. So let's start. So for 7 Cups, this kind of man is really sensitive, as what I said just now, and this person may be highly sensitive and creative, and it's showing passion for arts, music, and literatures. And sometimes he may have some problem with decision making, since he has so many ideas, as what I said with from the cards. But yeah, he's sensitive, but he maybe have some problem with decision making. Like, yeah, he don't know what to decide when he has some troubles, and this may bring some troubles to his work as well. But as we can see with the second card, the 4 of Wands, we can see it's a great will. So this person do have sensitive and decision making problem, but he's really clever and he know how to reduce this like decision dilemmas. And with this work, he can create great venture in his work as well. So as long as he can fix the problem of decision making, he will make great success in his work. As we can see for the second card, the 4 of Wands, there's lots of wealth here. So his work situation now is like in step by step moving forward to great success, and no trouble is now can stop him. So I think all the things is good for he, and yeah, he may be in the range of 25 to 35, this age, and is moving forward to success. And so, yeah, everything is good for his personalities and work. And for how you meet with each other for the first time, we have the Page of Swords. As Page of Swords, that you can see there may be some challenges that interrupt you when you first meet. So I think maybe you guys is meet during some activities, especially some stimulus sports such as skating, skiing, this kind of excited activities. And when you do these activities, you meet with each other and you solve the problem together. Yeah, I think this may be the first time you meet with each other. So this is really memorable, yeah, for your whole life as well. So I think this kind of meeting is very unusual and is desired to be memory. So for the fourth card, the ninth one, it means how you get along with each other meet after you meet and then you go on for your relationship. So for this kind of part, I can see that maybe you guys, when you get along with each other, you still have your independent places. You have lots of space for your independence, and you do think that love is not only thing that you can have. And due to this kind of thinking, there may be some time during your get along period that you will have arguments because your thinkings are different and you are lack of communication with each other. So some arguments may occur. So this kind of situation is like your future spouse want to move back when you have arguments, but you want to move on to continue to talk about this problem, and then this kind of things may lead to some arguments, but this is not big problems. So let's move back to the marriage. Yeah, so this is not big problem, and you will finally get your get a good relationship about how to communicate as well. So now let's shuffle the cards to see what your marriage conditions will be like. So the first one is Queen of Wands. I think this card is already shown. Emperor. It's also a good card. And Nine Chalice. Oh. Hierophant. So we can first have a look at the Queen of Wands cards. And for Queen of Wands cards, we can see the duration of your labors after you get married. So, for Queen of Wands, I can see that during your family, like you and your future spouse, it's a woman, like probably be you as the one who stands in the like the leader position, cause he loves you and he will do lots of things for you, and he's willing to hear you, to hear what you say and do what you want to do. So yeah, you stand in the leader position, and all the things about the family like probably will be based on your decision to do what and to go which direction. So I think it's good because not all the men can respect women's thoughts, and this one is really good. So there's not much to say about this card. We can just look forward to the second card, the Emperor. The Emperor is related to actually related to the first card. They are both for the element of fire, and also the Emperor means income. But it's interesting because you stand in the leading position in your family. But for emperor, it probably means that it's a man who controls the income for the whole family. So it's something kind of like in daily life, he will own the money and he will manage money and he will buy all the things you want for the whole family. And he is willing to, like, he just is willing to do, to buy all the things for you and like pay money for you. Yeah, I think it's quite a balanced situation for this kind of family, and you will be happy because you are be surrounded for by love, for surrounded for by his love. So it's so nice and warm for your whole life, for your love feeling. And for the third card, the Nine of Chalice, actually, there's not that much to say about this word, about this card. It means your family environment, like the big family, and actually, your big family is just really good because your future spouse is really patient and he has a really nice family environment as well. So you just get along well with your big families, and everything is okay. And for the fourth card is Hierophant. The Hierophant means your treatment with your babies and how is your baby going. So I think maybe you guys will have a baby soon after you get married, because both of you want to have a baby and you will treat the baby very nice. We you will treat him with very good education, with full of love, and you don't need to worry about like you need to feed the baby yourself. Cause yeah, you know he has lots of patience and he's wells and he's nice to baby as well. This kind of man is really suitable to be a husband. So you don't really need to worry about lots of things. You just use your life as enjoyable. It's okay. And like when you have conflicts, I think normally it's you who argue with him, but he wanna argue with you. It's normally just one-sided argument, so there's not that much worry about. So for this part, everything is just so nice and warmful and full of love. And let's move on to see have you met or not.
So, this card.
So the first one is a garden. The second one we got tree.
So, this card.
For the third one, we got lilies. And then it's the fourth one. We got stars. And finally, we got keys. So let's see for these four cards, and I think maybe for pie for friends, this person may already show up in your life. Probably you are not like lovers with each other now, but he may or he or she may already show up, and you guys are having the same targets together. Maybe if you are young, then you maybe plan to go to the university or you plan to have better jobs together. Anyway, you just have the same target and you aim for better futures together. And like the keys, you have the keys and you have stars. The future is like very good to you and you gradually grow together and then you just with time goes you just when the time goes you just go to marriage together. Yeah, so now let's have some hints cards for your pie 4. So we have four swords and the three of swords. Yeah, two swords for the challenge you may meet, and let's see for the solve problems. The eight of words and the king of pentacles. Okay, so that's what we got. Actually, for the challenges, we can just take three of swords and four of swords to sit together. So three of swords like your heart being hurt by him, by your future spouse, and four of swords like you feel very sad and you don't want to move forward for some new things. So I think sometimes it's that yourself feel with sadness, but actually the things is not the worst like you think. So you always mad with him about some small tiny things. It's not like mistake like irrant or something else. It's just really small, tiny, but you will feel that he betrayed you and it's kind of like mistake. He didn't really betray you. And the thing is that you can just calm down and then ask for what exactly happened. Don't just imagine it in your mind and make things be worse. Yeah, like the King of Pentacles, you have enough money, you're rich, you have enough time, and your family your family and your future spouse is nice to you as well. So you just don't make yourself be angry and think about the bad words. If something happened, then just make it more clear and don't like just think of like things well can't be changed anymore and then feel sad for a long time. This doesn't help for the solving of problems. And also for the Eight of Wands, if you have some angry things about his mistake, you just say it and don't like keep it in your mind. If you say it, then your future spouse will definitely change it. So I don't think it's a big problem. The only thing you need to do is just speak out and keep calm and be happy. Like use your money. Just be happy. So let's take some T cards to see is there any other things we need to take into consideration. Calming, yeah, calming. Sometimes you just don't be angry and relax. Yeah, so like all the things now, until now, all the things mentioned about is like keep calm and relax yourself for the whole life, and then everything will be okay. And don't be angry. Angry is not good for your body as well. You just relax yourself. So finally, we get the big card to see is there any other possibility or hints that we need to take into consideration.
Let's see.
So, the
Returning home.
relaxing home. Okay, another relaxing card. Okay, so let me put it here. And as the card said, it's requiring relax and it's all about transition, life between lifetimes, and loving welcome. So it's just like all about relax yourself and love. So trust me, Pi for families, you just need to have a really enjoyable life, and you can have a really enjoyable life. You just keep calm and relax yourself, and then everything will be okay. Yeah, so that's all for Pi for today, and hope this reading is useful for you. And see you next time. Bye.